Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and lovers of drones everywhere, welcome to Thursday Night Live! Woo! Greg, in the green screen. Do the green screen dance. There you go. All right, you can stop now. It's just weird watching you dance. So, welcome to the show tonight. Greg Coonert has agreed to co-host, and I want to thank Wes Dunn right away before the show even started with $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Wes. It all goes to a good cause. My wallet.
It does. It does.
Yeah. And so from time to time, you may see Greg freeze up. And that is, it's not him trying to do an impression of the end of an 80s movie where they jump up in the air and go, and then the credits roll. It's because he's using Telstra. And he's in Australia.
The network that Australians choose.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I got to bring it down. I got to stop the music. Because there's something that, before we get into anything else, got to get this out of the way. I know there's a lot of people watching.
Okay.
That have been waiting for this. And you know what I'm talking about, right, Greg?
Yeah.
Because we have to talk about this. It's the thing that everyone has been talking about nonstop for the last week. So,
okay.
I have to address those parties who are interested because I finally got my goggles. Woo! Yeah! Look at those suckers. DJI FPV system, baby. Oh, I don't know how to work them. I don't know how to use them. They haven't even been on yet, but I got them. Oh my goodness.
Can I just tell you, Ken, you sent me a photo of that, and the very first thing that I thought when I saw it, you looked like a bird.
I do?
You do.
Are you just trying to say the word bird so I'll play the bird thing, which I'm not going to do?
No, but
because
it's true. I saw the photo and you look like a bird.
I think it looks more, well, I am a heron. I think it looks more like a Batman mask with whiskers, doesn't it?
True.
But, and there'll be a review on the show soon about this, as soon as they figure it out. But the controller is really slick, man. This thing is slick. This is for FPV. Photography drone guys, you may be asking, does that work with other drones? No, it's not Lightbridge, it's not OcuSync, it's for FPV. So what you do is, just very quickly without getting into a whole thing, in case you're interested, this is the camera that came with it. This is the camera and controller. This is the camera for FPV drone. You put that on there, and then you have to solder. You have to actually solder, make a solder connection.
Excuse me, what was that word?
Oh, I'm sorry. How do you say it? Solder?
Solder. It's got an L in it.
Yeah. Do you solder when you do your, what is it? HDMI. It's not HDMI. It's HDMI. That's how you say it. Make sure you solder your HDMI.
Absolutely.
All right. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. It is our favorite sponsor of all time. It is the Cadillac of processed meats, ladies and gentlemen, Pigeon Jerky.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, the Cadillac of processed meats.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky, and you'll give your family a treat.
Woo!
It's balanced nutrition to help them grow.
Yeah.
And it's full of fiber to make them go.
Here we go.
You'll enjoy Pigeon Jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meats. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pigeon Jerky, for being the sponsor. And I also want to thank our buddies at RemotePilot101.com. RemotePilot101.com. You can join this even if you're from Australia. I mean, why not? If you want to know...
I need my part whatever, don't I?
Well, if you ever plan on visiting the United States, it could come in handy.
Well, unlike you, I've got a passport.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get one of those very soon. And then maybe I'll get my, whatever the comparable CASA thing is.
RTL.
RemotePilot101.com. It is so easy to learn all of the rules, the sectional charts, all of the little the weather stuff, the things, everything you need to know to fly legally according to the FAA and then make money with your drone. remotepilot101.com. You can use Heron18 to get a discount, 30% off, and that's good forever. That's good for life. So like every 2 years, how often do you have to renew your CASA stuff in Australia?
Ken, it's for life.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
You get an REPL in Australia, you have it forever.
see, that's why the United States is better, because they renew your intelligence every 2 years. You don't forget it like you would in Australia. So yeah, you guys need to catch up in Australia. You're already driving on the wrong side of the road. You already have crappy internet.
We drive on the right side of the road.
We
got our steering wheels on the right
Yeah,
side.
I know.
too.
I'm just messing with Greg. RemotePilot101.com. Do check it out. They are there all the time. If you have a question, just go online and they will answer your question. Love you. Mean it. RemotePilot101.com. All right.
Woohoo.
So, Greg, what's new with you, my friend?
Having fun with technology as always. I had a problem with some camera stuff today and had to try and get this working at the last minute. But something good, you heard about my wallet being stolen recently. The good news is that the police have identified the guy, and cameras actually helped. The dash cam on my car got pictures of this guy, and he will be unhappy with the end result.
Do you think he'll go to jail?
Probably not. We don't have enough jail places for people for just stealing a wallet.
Well, now hold on.
Yeah.
Isn't Australia just one big penal colony? And I only ask that because I like saying the word penal.
Okay. So what did I do wrong? I stole a loaf of bread.
Yeah, right. By the way, don't forget about the stickers.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do.
Super stickers. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can send a super sticker or a super chat. We love that. Now, I see all the other chat going by. And I just want to say hello to Geeksvana. See who else is here. Daniel. Double Dog Drone, which is just a cool alliteration. The Zweep 22. Ray Kelly. Cardoso Media. So, and hello to everybody. Hello to all the new people. If you're new to the channel, just type in new. And I'll say hi to you later on. We got the news coming up in a second, but I want to let everybody know that tonight is the first time that you'll have a chance to win 2 sets of Freewell filters. Thank you very much. So I'll let you know how to win that later. We got our first super sticker from Mel, 400 AGL, $3 super sticker. And it's, I don't know what the little dude's doing.
Is that an avocado?
Yeah, it's like a little pear or something with hearts. Thanks, Mel. I heart you too. Let's go ahead and get to the news. Oh, I almost forgot. Kip Johnston will be joining us tonight. Kip is a photographer and a Frisbee golfer. If you're a Frisbee golfer, let me know in the chat. I am so unknowledgeable about Frisbee golf. I didn't even know it was an actual thing until I spoke to Kip. Did you know that it's an actual real thing, Greg?
You swing at the Frisbees?
No, it's people with Frisbees, and they throw it. It's just like a golf course, but they do it with Frisbees. And it's not a joke. It's real.
You have to land the Frisbee on top of the hole?
No, they have a special hole. We'll learn all about that later. But first, let's head on into the newsroom.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Everything you'd ever want to know about drones in the dronosphere. Let's head on over to Drone News Central with Jeff Sills. What's happening, buddy?
Oh, we got great news for you guys this week. All sorts of stuff from across the world.
Can you get closer to your microphone or turn it up?
Yes.
There we go.
Is it working any better?
That's good. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So, to start the news off first, French inventor and former jet ski champion Frankie Zapata made a second attempt to cross the English Channel on his jet-powered hoverboard, and on Sunday was able to make it across.
That looks like all kinds of fun, but you know it's difficult to fly, right?
Well, but think about this. He flew for 22 minutes, reaching speeds of 110 miles an hour, flying 65 feet in the air across the English Channel, being followed by 3 helicopters.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you remember the jetpacks? Jetpacks could only fly for 3 minutes at a time, and they used some like compressed hydrogen something or other. And this dude, 22 minutes. That's great. Man,
yeah, this is a great proof of concept of this vehicle. A lot of people always thought it was just a gimmick, but that's the first proof that this thing has some real world endurance.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Did you notice Jed Martin, one of the people in the chat with a name like that, said I would ride that?
Yeah, yeah. And Chris Zwolin, Chris Z, $3 super chat. Thanks, Chris. If you don't interrupt the news. Oh, gotcha. Well, see what you did there, Chris. You made me interrupt the news with your super chat, and I think Jeff's okay with that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay, so next we have an advance in drone farming. A group of people have introduced a drone that can plant 30 kilos of seeds in under an hour.
Okay, before mag-direct seed, na-map out na sa computer kung ang left, ang width sang area. So siya na lang yan nagalibot-libot, daw robot, na siya kabalo na siya kung diin siya malibot.
So she started out with English and then just kind of said, nah, forget it. But this is a really cool thing. Drones are everywhere. They're here to stay, and they're doing good things.
Yeah, this one's pretty impressive because of the payload that it can carry and what it can deliver. Okay, so next we have, what not to do if you're a country instigating or instituting a new drone program. India was considered to be one of the pioneers initially with the drone programs. They were developing great infrastructure. They were going to, be promoting drone use. They were changing their laws to enhance the use of drones, and they were touting themselves as being the model that the rest of the world should follow. But that's not what's happening. Their plans to monitor drone flights has seen absolutely no development. The government mandated training centers and the test labs and the drone regulations, they're not functional yet. And it's going to take 6 to 12 months before any of these regulations even become functional. And this is adversely impacting any of the companies in India that wanted to actually start up a drone program. A lot of people had invested in India to start up drone businesses, and now they're basically stuck having to wait. So lesson learned in, the improper way of instituting a drone program in your country.
So, Jeff, I have to ask your permission to interrupt the news for just a moment, because we got a couple of...
You have my permission. Yes.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Anubis Arts, TJ Grady, $5 super chat. That's crazy cool. I'd ride that. I think he's talking about the, crossing the English Channel on that jetpack thing.
Jetpack.
Jeff, you rock. You rock, Jeff. And the grumpy vlogger, hey, Grumps. Does Jeff have a pink Captain America shield behind him? Is that what that is?
Every single time that we do this, he always has to bring up the fact that that's a movie wheel. Okay? It's got different genres of movies on it. When the family can't decide what movie they want to watch, we spin it, and whatever it ends up on, that's the genre of movie we watch for our family movie night.
It's either that or
it's a pink Captain America shield, yeah.
Part of your pink Captain America Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, all right, next in the news, a Navy jet pilot recently was interrupted landing his jet by a drone.
Oh,
man. Yeah, in the Boca Chica Bridge key areas in the Keys, he was in the process of landing. He was about 800 feet and was forced to deviate from his landing path because they saw a drone that was, in the area. Police have scoured all over the place. As of Wednesday, there's been no information as to them being able to find the drone operator responsible for this. But, flying a drone near an airport's one thing. Flying a drone near an airbase with armed aircraft, not exactly the smartest move in the world.
Right.
So,
there's a base in Huntsville, Alabama, and it's near the Space and Rocket Center. And so naturally, the huge Saturn rocket that's there is going to be drone attractant. And I filmed it myself, but that was way back. That was way back when you could. But they closed that down, and now, get this, they have permission to shoot you down. They're not going to arrest you. They're just gonna fire. They're gonna shoot your drone down. That's it. You fly over that base.
What with?
Huh? Not anything worth more than the drone itself, I imagine. They're not going to fire a Hellfire missile. It costs what, $100,000?
No, they've got those new laser systems.
Oh yeah,
with one of those.
That's true. Yeah.
So, all right. So next in the news, NEC has decided that they want to get in on the passenger drone market. So they introduced their passenger drone recently in Japan and gave us this wonderful video of their first short test flight.
Now, I have to apologize in advance because there was some speaking going on in not my language. So I made some subtitles that may not correspond correctly to what they're saying. So if you speak the language, I apologize in advance. But for everyone else, this could be what they're saying.
ちょっと待って。それでは準備が整いましたので、飛行試験を開始します。この飛行試験が終わりましたら、生態展示ということで、中に入って緑の、芝生の外で、までなら、入れますので、そこから、撮影する時間を取りたいと思います。それでは試験開始でお願いします。
Oh, good wonky mode. At least it's not too loud. Jeff, tell us a little bit more about this. Jeff, do you have any more information about this? Jeff, tell us more. I'm sorry? Oh, okay. So yeah, they put it in wonky mode. Would you ride that?
Does it come with the umbilical cord and a little man walking behind to go and roll it out and keep it clear?
Right. Yeah. Right. No, I would not ride that. Yeah.
If it was a ride at an amusement park, yes. But as for a personal transport device, no, I don't think it's ready.
No.
So on the same vein, though, there's another portion of the industry working on, I guess, flying vehicles that people can ride in, and the power that they want to use is not going to be coming from batteries or gas-powered engines. They're going to be using hydrogen, and they want to make a hydrogen-powered electric flying vehicle. Now, admittedly, this is years away from being, a reality. But
Jeff, truth be told, a hydrogen-powered flying vehicle was already a reality back in the 30s, and I think it was called the Hindenburg. I'm just saying, hey, history buffs, it's already been done. Back to you in the newsroom.
Okay.
Oh, the humanity.
All right. So history was made recently. The first ever FAA-approved beyond visual line of sight drone flight was completed recently in Alaska. This is part of the UAS integration pilot program. The University of Alaska was involved in it, as well as Microsoft. And they flew a drone for it's 3.87 miles. And it was completely beyond visual line of sight. There were no spotters. It was completely automated, and the drone flew the entire path down this, I guess it's a pipeline.
Yeah.
With no issues whatsoever, and landed at the end. So proof of concept that they can use this type of system to be able to, I guess, do inspections on long sections of pipeline over great distances. And with the FAA approval, we'll see more and more drones being brought into this particular market.
Very good. I think some of the rules will fall by the wayside. I think eventually, once, 10 years from now, We'll be able to fly at night all the time. We'll be able to fly over people. People will start trusting drones more. You know what I mean?
Well, and the commercial market is where a lot of the groundbreaking work is being done right now. So as we see more and more of these things get accomplished and be proven as proof of concept within the commercial industry, then that starts trickling back down to us. Because if you remember, Lance, for instance, was originally designed for the commercial industry, but now Lance is available to general hobbyists. So it's all good. It's all good stuff.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear the word Lance, I think of my roommate, Lance. He was my roommate in college in my sophomore year in Texas. At Stephen F. Austin State University, I think of Lance. He had horrible breath. You know the kind of breath where like, and by the way, oh, hey, the drone trucker. Hey, drone trucker, thank you so much. What do you call a trucker that doesn't drive anymore? Semi-retired. Ah! I like that one. That's awesome. What was I talking about? Oh, Lance's breath. Oh, man. You know the kind of breath that like when you get near somebody and they don't know it and you can't figure out how they don't know they're dying from the inside? And they're like, you're pretty sure you see vapors? You know, like when you're looking down a hot road and it's kind of, you know, like a mirage? That's what his face was like most of the time, just because of the vapors would come out. Oh, and we had bunk beds. And let me tell you, I mean, I asked him to sleep on his stomach just so that he could breathe into his pillow because I was dying most of. I'm sorry. Was this a news interruption? My bad.
Oh.
I feel awful about that, but I think it's important that the world know about Lance's breath. And Lance,
I'll never get back
if
in my
you're
life.
if you're watching, buddy, mint. Back to you.
Okay, so next in the news, this one I'm actually really excited about. SkyDio, our famous American company that brought us the SkyDio 1, who made the first drone that could fly through pretty much anything, it seemed like, without crashing into it, has recently introduced the footage for the SkyDio 2, which is the next version of the drone.
Yeah.
And this was test footage that was taken to display or give the impression as to how this drone can avoid things. But what I found interesting about the video,
look at this,
was dust footage.
That's the shadow of it. It doesn't look, it looks like a Mavic or something. Like any other kind of drone. Okay.
This does not have the same form as the original SkyDio. It doesn't have that box around it, etc. So it's much more of an open format looking drone. I'm guessing that it's also possibly, based on the way that looks, possibly that it could be foldable. I mean, there is an opportunity for SkyDio to take their technology that lets drones avoid pretty much anything and put it into a small form factor that is competitive with DJI.
The footage looks great.
Yeah.
And I know they don't have, the original one didn't have a mechanical gimbal, did it? It didn't, did it?
No, it did not have a mechanical gimbal.
That was really impressive.
So some of the things that are complete speculation right now is that it will have a remote, that it will be a smaller form factor, which obviously the shadow kind of confirms that, but that it'll also be priced considerably less than the original price. So fingers crossed that SkyDio brings this out to market exactly the way we expect it to, because this would give DJI a serious run for their money for a while.
Yeah, that would be good. And DJI needs the competition, don't they?
Needs the competition, most definitely.
I mean,
so next in the news.
I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, so next in the news, we have, I guess, an interesting use of a drone, which when I found it, I just had to kind of double take for a minute. But a group in France has generated a drone that makes graffiti.
Yeah, and here's some of the images that the drone made. Now, is this a programmed like a cluster drone from a computer drawing this, or is this a person on the ground doing it?
Unfortunately, the original article was all in French, so trying to get a lot of the information out of it was a little difficult. But it is most definitely something that is a combination of, I guess, human interaction as well as programming. The simple fact that they're using this to do this type of artwork shows, one, the incredible level of control that this drone has to be able to do this. But two, it's yet another creative way of being able to use a drone, because the Sixtine Chapel and stuff like that. It was painted with a guy lying on his back. Here's a drone that can do a whole, mural on a wall. So
right. Now that's really cool. That's interesting.
I saw something like that once before. There was something that Disney were producing. They had their version of a graffiti drone, and it had a whole bunch of pipes hanging out with different colors of paint, and they were experimenting on using that for painting their murals. But this, without all of that extra baggage, I think looks interesting. It looks good.
Yeah, and I remember seeing people taking Phantom 2s and strapping paint to them and kind of doing non-sanctioned graffiti back in the early days, back in the Wild West days, pew pew, of drones.
Now, the next story, this one, Ken, I don't think was actually on our list. So I'm just going to I'm going to stick this one in real quick.
Okay.
There has been recently a new patent put out by DJI.
Boom!
Where they're going to be bringing out a Hasselblad X1D clone.
That's interesting.
So I really am impressed with this because, DJI did become the majority stakeholder in Hasselblad when they introduced the camera in the Mavic 2. So for them to turn around and jump into yet another market to compete with, and taking what is considered to be a really good form factor and improving on it, that's going to be pretty cool. I look forward to seeing what this happens.
Yeah, the name DJI, it's all over the place on all sorts of things. Is there DJI clothing yet? Is there a DJI fashion line? There has to be.
On Amazon, yeah, I can find DJI clothes.
Oh, look, here we come down the runway. We have the propeller girl. She's looking good. Look at her go. There you go. That's how you do it. Work it. And I'm spent.
All right. So next in the news, we have in the UAE, or the United Emirates, they're working with, drone mapping to be able to do surveys for wildlife and trees. Because the country's mostly a desert, I can't imagine this is going to be too difficult. But they had a really interesting looking drone that they used to be able to map this out. And the surveys that they're doing, they've already covered over 550 square miles. And primarily it's been covering the agricultural lands around Dubai and Sharjah and some of the surrounding provinces.
What were those cities again, Jeff?
Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, and Al Quwain.
Closer than I would have gotten it.
I thought you were clearing your throat there.
No. That's more northern Africa. That's the.
Oh right, yeah. In the city of. Right.
Yeah.
Is that just a parrot disco? I was just looking at that and trying to work out what drone it is. It looked like a disco.
No, it's definitely a flying wing, but it looks like it's something that is...
not disco. What's the other one? The other parrot one.
The bebop?
No. There's.
But it looks like a parrot. It looks like a parrot drone that just off the shelf. It looks like a ready to fly.
And why not? It would be cheaper that way, wouldn't it?
Who knows? This is the United Emirates. They tend to just buy whatever happens to be the best on the market at the time. So.
Yeah, they're not going to run out of money.
All right, so the last story for tonight, and this is the one that I think was the most entertaining of all of them. A gentleman recently decided it'd be a great idea to use his Phantom to film the Chugwater tornado. And this is the result.
Yeah. Not advisable, by the way.
What's happening? The map? I'm going back towards me. Okay, so I'm looping around. I am looping around the tornado according to the map on the GPS, and I am having trouble getting closer to it. Oh man, if only the rain wasn't hitting the lens. Come on, get closer. Get closer. Wow, that is just, it's almost, yeah, that tornado is beautiful. It's almost stovepipe. Oh, come on. Get in it! I've been wanting to do this for years! Come on!
Well, he sounds excited, doesn't he?
Looping around it! There it is! Oh my goodness! Alright, drone, it's been nice knowing you! Okay. Oh, no, don't lose signal! No! Why are you losing signal? No!
When you start sounding like a Muppet, you know good things are happening, right? I mean,
oh, yeah.
that kid was excited. And he did end up getting in there, and it trashed his drone.
Yes, now if you get a chance to actually search out the Chugwater tornado video, at the very end, he actually retrieved the footage from the drone as it passed through the tornado, and then was gently tossed into a field.
And he had his telephone strapped to it as well, filming.
Yes.
So it's unstable because of the heaviness of the phone. Plus, I mean, hey, if you have that kind of money to just throw your technology into tornadoes, go ahead. Clearly, that dude's living at home and not paying rent if he can afford to just throw his stuff into storms. I'm just kidding. Yeah. If he's watching, that was awesome, and I wish I had thought of it. That's really great.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Mike Young, RSP Drone Photography, thank you so much. $5 super chat. Wow, that drone looks like something else. Talking about the other one, the previous one. Yeah. And, something that flies around. That we see in trees. Yeah, drones. Yeah, we love them. Yeah. So, Jeff, is that all the news we got?
That's all the news we got.
All right. So there's no more news?
No more news.
No more news. So at this point, the news can't be interrupted.
No.
Right?
News can't be interrupted.
All right.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird. Bird's a winner. Well, a bird. Bird is a winner. Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner. Well, a bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a winner.
I was asked by several people not to interrupt the news, and I think I held up my end of that. Did I not?
Yes. Yeah, you held that up pretty good.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jeff. You know we love you.
Thank you very much, sir. Always a pleasure. And I'm glad you guys enjoy the news.
All right. Until next time.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
That Jeff. Gotta love that Jeff. You know, I bet Jeff has good breath. I bet his breath is better than my old roommate's. And now here's Greg with a joke while I bring in our guest.
Yeah, Ken, I got a joke for you. I've got an Aussie joke for you. Did you hear about the
hold
guy
on. Hold on. If you got an Aussie joke for it, I have to get some music. I have to get Australian music. All right, hit it.
Okay. Did you hear about the guy that called the fire brigade?
No.
No? He said, quick, me house is on fire. You better get around here. And the fireman said, how do we get there? And the guy replied, don't you drive them big red trucks anymore? No.
Does the sense of humor go the other way down in your country? Like the toilets?
No.
Because that joke is circling the toilet in the opposite direction.
That one came from an Aussie by the name of Maury Fields. He's passed on, but he was a great comedian, and I don't know if our sense of humor is different, but I'll blame it on Maury.
Okay.
Or my delivery.
All right. Well, we're going to bring in Kip Johnston, and he is our Frisbee golf expert. And hopefully it'll all work out. Let's see here. Waiting on Kip.
The drunk guy said, come on, that was funny. I thought it was.
It was funny. It was funny. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Aladdin.
Aladdin
who? Enough with the questions. Just let a lad in.
Just to let a lad in. All right. Trying to call Kip. Is Kip there? I hear somebody messing around with something.
I think I am.
Kip, buddy.
You see me?
I cannot. We spent some time earlier trying to figure this out.
There we go.
Okay. You just have to allow your camera.
Yeah.
Because right now you're just a S. 400 AGL, $2 super chat. Mars FPV drones can't type and send super chats blocked. No, I didn't block. I didn't block anybody from doing super chat. You should probably send a couple $100 super chat just to try, see if it works.
So are you hearing me?
I can hear you, sir.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
The cross has gone.
Oh, no. Should I call you back?
I guess try it, yeah.
Okay, no problem. Stand by.
I got another joke while you call back.
Yeah, hold on. Don't hang up. You let me hang up on you. Let me steer the ship, okay?
Okay.
All right, gonna hang up there. As Greg tells another fantastic joke. I can't wait.
Yeah, I was walking down the road the other day watching a koala carry its baby on its back while walking up a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Nature is pretty amazing. But Ken, why do you think they carry them on their back?
Why?
Well, if they didn't do that, how do you think they get the stroller up the tree?
Show's all yours, Greg.
We got a question mark.
Show's all yours, buddy.
Should be on.
I didn't call you
I'm not
back.
seeing your picture either.
I didn't call you back. Oh no. See, this is why we do test calls. Are you using the same device, Kip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Press your camera on. I can't see you either, Kip. I've just got a Skypey thing.
We have an S.
It's on right now, but it seems to be going off after 5 or 10 seconds on its own.
Never comes on here.
It says Ken Heron's over here and Greg's over here.
Yeah, it'll connect, but it won't do video unless you let it. You see, I don't know what to do now.
That's why I use Rendezvous.
Okay, Wirecast expert. You just keep that to yourself. Anyway, we'll talk to you, Kip, for a minute. Sorry about that. Sorry about the no video. But I tell you what, we're gonna let the video that you sent.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys
be
don't
the
need to
star. He's probably sitting there in his underwear. He just doesn't want us to see him, right? I mean, I'm in my underwear. It's just it's a laid back format.
Not to broadcast this call.
Yeah, I use a thing called NDI protocol in Skype, so you have to allow that. Just click yes to everything. Yes, viruses. Yes, download, whatever. Yes. Should I try calling you back one more time?
It's your call. If you want to just start with our video, I'm...
Okay, I'll play some of the video. By the way, can you see my face getting redder? Greg, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, whenever something goes wrong, it's like... But
you know, I was comparing the skin tone before and thinking my skin color versus yours, how white your face was looking, and then all of a sudden...
All right. Well, Kip, tell everybody where you are, who you are, and what you do.
I'm in southern Indiana, outside Louisville, Kentucky, and I've played with Frisbees since I was a teenager, about 40-some years ago. And about 30-some years ago, I started throwing them at metal baskets that are set up in parks. I was just looking at the map at the Professional Disc Golf Association's homepage, and there's almost 6,000 courses in the United States today.
There's 6,000 Frisbee golf courses?
There was about 1,200 20 years ago, when I checked, and I just checked tonight while I was waiting to get on air, and there's 5,900. Now, Greg has less than 100 in all of Australia, it looks like, so I could see why he might not know about it. But there's some right in Melbourne, and they're there.
So are these courses strictly Frisbee golf, or do they share it with regular golf?
Well, that's a great question. Most of them, the ones I'm talking about, are all their own courses. There are a few public golf courses that have set up some Frisbee baskets or disc golf baskets on them and actually let you play either way. But most of them are in public parks or occasionally on private land, and it's often free to play.
Now, I know that there's some people watching that are thinking, that have never seen this before, that are thinking to themselves, is this real? Is this a joke? And it's not. It's an actual, not to dismiss it at all, Kip, but a lot of people aren't aware of this. It's a very tight-knit community, the Frisbee golf community, but it's a real thing, and they have actual like broadcasts on cable television and the internet, and they have like real, they have sportscasters and graphics and everything. Let me play another clip with some of the broadcasters, and the reason why I'm sharing the Frisbee golf stuff is because they're during their broadcast of the games, they fly drones to demonstrate the shots of like where the Frisbee would go and the route. I'm not a golfer at all, so I don't know any of the lingo.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's a lot of trees and obstacles. Let me just go ahead and play some of the audio from this.
I wouldn't say 4 is cruising altitude.
Not yet. Not yet. I need a couple more to get.
These are the commentators.
These guys are playing too well.
Yeah.
Hole 5, par 4, 715 feet, 218 meters. This one is very birdieable. The wind has been favorable all week. If you can throw kind of a flippy sort of distance driver, I feel like, on a significant hyzer and get it to kind of stand up as it hits.
This is good drone work right here.
Big push left. You can find yourself, within standstill putter range.
Easily. The main thing here.
And how is that done? I guess they do that before or after the matches or games or whatever.
That guy throwing it right there is
Yeah.
the most well-known commentator out there, actually, Nate Sexton.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very good too. But there's about half a dozen groups of guys that have put together little teams. They'll send out 2 or 3 cameras, and they'll have a couple people do commentary, and they've streamed live, which means they have to do wireless transmission to some kind of base and edit it and shoot it out.
Right.
And,
it's all very technical.
I know sometimes they've actually done it with the guy doing the editing and producing in Wisconsin, and tournaments going on out on the West Coast, and the announcers are in Portland, Oregon, for example.
Yeah, I mean this does take a lot of skill. It's a little. I mean, if you've never heard of it before, you might chuckle to yourself. And every once in a while, I'll be driving down a highway and I'll see one of those chain. What do you call them? Baskets, holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
About a 3-foot diameter basket that's about 3 or 4 feet off the ground most of the time. Back, earlier you were asking about the regular golf courses. Sometimes there's a couple times a year at least that they'll go to the golf courses and set up a temporary disc golf course that's extra long and extra challenging so the very best players in the world can show off their stuff basically and have the top level tournaments. What's
the money like for compared to regular golf? I keep calling it regular golf, but non-Frisbee golf. Peanuts.
It's like tennis was in the 1920s. These guys are just hatching a sport from scratch almost.
How long has Frisbee golf been around?
I think they're in about the 30th year of World Championships.
Okay, and are there drivers and putters and different discs like there would be?
That's the one reason I'm disappointed you can't see me, because I actually had sitting here some props to show you. But the putters are rounded edge, and the drivers are sharp, almost razor type edges, and then ones to go mid-range are somewhere in between there.
Okay.
And, you can spend quite a bit of money on plastic if you get into disc golf. Frisbee golf is kind of the non-competitive version of disc golf.
Okay.
We'll definitely seen it used, but Frisbee's really just a trademark brand.
Right.
Whammo, actually, back in the 60s or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But so disc golf is the official name of the sport, and
Greg, you got anything?
I just did a search.
Everywhere could have a blast trying to film what a Frisbee golf course.
Yeah. Now, do the Frisbee?
I just did a search out of interest in Sydney, looking for a Frisbee golf place in Sydney, and Sydney Olympic Park has a place where they're doing this Frisbee golf, and it's called the Newington Armory, and it's extra bang for your buck because this used to be a Royal Australian Navy Armament Depot. So your Frisbee, you throw it out, and if you land in the wrong place, kaboom.
Oh, right. You could hit a live mine.
It looks like there's one out on Phillips Island.
Yeah, that's down south, but this is the Olympic Park in Sydney.
Oh, Sydney.
Yeah.
10 Toes, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that super sticker. $2 super sticker with a, I guess that's a fox or kitty cat saying number 1. Thank you very much. Now, is this a young man's game? Because I think I've seen in movies where they depict Frisbee golfers as hippies and young dudes. Is it a young man's game? Because I mean, if you're going to be a golfer, you can golf well into your
Well,
almost
there's
dead.
still a couple guys that are in their 50s that are playing with the youngsters and give them a good run for the money, but they're few and far between.
Okay, and how do the drone operators how do the drone operators come into play? Like, are they on retainer from the golf? What is it, the Frisbee Golf Association or something?
Well, like I said, the guys in the tournaments, are barely scratching by. I'm very confident that these people that are doing this broadcasting, for the most part, are just doing it because they're just into it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think maybe they're hoping that something will come up one day. And there's, I think, a lot of promise for that. I mean, I can't find, there is no other sport on the internet that's being delivered, basically, like disc golf.
So is it
disc golf is a perfect fit with YouTube?
Is it disc golf or Frisbee golf? What is it? What is the preferred nomenclature?
The family, when the family goes out and plays, it's Frisbee golf, is the way I would say it. And when these guys get together and play for money, whatever it is, it's disc golf, and then they're just like any athlete, they're serious about it.
Okay. And I have one last clip here that really demonstrates the skill of the drone operator.
And it caught hard to the left. There's OB walk path on the right, which doesn't come in play that much.
And he does a little turnaround there.
Throw something
The way
kind
he
of
flips
high.
around like that. None of the broadcasters in the United States are doing that. That's a European guy.
Okay.
I'm not sure he hasn't been somebody you've talked about or maybe even had on in the past.
So I'm going H1V2 right here, throwing a hyzer at the lit up tree. And
What? So H1V2. What's that?
Perfect. There's about half a dozen or more companies that have made a name selling discs, and that's just.
Oh, it's a brand. Okay. I
yeah,
gotcha.
it's brand.
Okay.
It's a brand.
I just wanted to ask people in the chat, and it's if you've played Frisbee or disc golf, let me know in the chat. Just let me know if you've played it before. And it's a shame that we can't see you. I know you had the props there, and we wanted to talk to you a little bit more. But is there a website that you'd like to promote? Frisbee Golf. I know your YouTube channel is linked in the description. If you'd like to see a little bit more from Kip.
If you'd like to check out where these courses are around you, I just recommend you go to pdga.com, and they got an awesome website that shows you where every course is and talks about what they're like. And probably most people will recognize some parks in their area that they're familiar with already. I'm sure a few of them are too close to airports to cause some issues there, but most of them are on land that doesn't cost so much.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I'm just looking in the chat. Joe Cassieri is suggesting clay pigeon Frisbee, so you can merge two sports together.
Right. Yeah. And Greg, your Telstra has caught up with you. You are frozen. So we have a guy that we can't see and a guy who's not moving. But at least we can hear you both.
Nice.
And at least I'm still moving. Thank you so much for being on with us, Kip. Appreciate your time.
Well, I can't believe I can't get this thing to work, but whatever.
Okay. And now Greg's gone. I'm all by myself. Thanks, man.
I got my pigeon jerky here. I can't even share it with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you eat it and just watch the rest of the show, man. Thank you so much for being on. All right. I'll see you. All right. Bye-bye. Well, he was a nice guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was good.
That's a shame that we weren't able to see him. I was curious about the different kinds of discs.
Yeah.
And now,
Look,
yeah.
I'm glad we've got something close, and Sydney Olympic Park. I mean, maybe they're thinking of it becoming an Olympic sport, setting up in a kind of a place there right next to the Olympic Stadium.
So, Greg, I'm going to have to call you back. Is this a high traffic time in Australia where they're using up your bandwidth, or what's going on? Is the whole neighborhood using one router?
The whole network, Telstra, this is what we live with every day.
Okay.
Welcome to the third world country known as Australia.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang up on you and then call you back. But in the meantime, I'm going to play something that you made for me a while back. And it's called Kenny Kenny. Let's listen to this while I call Greg back.
Kenny, Kenny, you're fantastic, haha. Kenny, Kenny. Kenny, Kenny, you're a classic, haha. Kenny, Kenny. We hadn't seen you fly before. Now we have it once more. Radio show you the door. The drone lovers gone. Oh, we love you, Kenny. Kenny, Kenny, have you crushed it? Aha, Kenny, Kenny. Kenny, Kenny, have you smashed it? Aha, Kenny, Kenny. With a keypad in your hand, you look like an angry man. Karma pilots say they're good, they're your biggest fans. Oh, we love you, Kenny.
Yeah! This was the problem.
It's not a problem anymore.
Yeah! That's great, man. Thank you very
It
much.
was so much fun to make that.
Yeah, and that's your wife singing on there?
That's my wife and myself doing backing vocals.
She is lovely. Maybe we should give away a prize before you freeze up again. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It's another exciting contest.
All right. I have recently been told by Freewell, freewellgear.com is the website, that I can give away two sets of filters tonight. I'm going to award one to the person who answers the question correctly. And by the way, you can pick any kind of filter, whether you have a drone or a camera or different kind of whatever. They have all sorts of types of filters. And then I'm going to give one away to the viewer video of the week. So, and that's the way it's going to be from now on. I will award Freewell prize to the viewer video of the week, whoever that may be. So if you would like to send something in for viewer video of the week, Ken Heron Upload at gmail.com. And send me a link, preferably a YouTube link. And it doesn't have to be edited. It can be a private link. Now, if you want to send me anything else, like in the mail, you can send it here. But I'm telling you, I recently stopped eating sugar. I recently stopped eating sweets. And maybe that's why I'm a little bit irritable, because, I just love sugar. So anyway, all right.
We can just send you lots of Vegemite instead.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But I do have some viewer mail to check out. Some snail mail. All right, here's the question for the Freewell filters. Freewell ND filters are pretty much like sunglasses for your camera. So, what is the name of the company that made Elvis Presley's sunglasses? And I'll wear some while we wait. What is the name of the company that made Elvis Presley's sunglasses? First correct answer in the chat.
Sunglasses?
It's not blue suede sunglasses, no. And remember to have it on live chat and not top chat, because top chat skips some messages and then there'll be arguments. So, and we don't want that. So let me tell you, baby.
Ray-Ban.
It's not Ray-Ban. It's not Fluffer Nutter Incorporated.
Ray-Ban.
You know,
all shook up sunglasses, Mark Rogers. No.
No, nobody got it yet. All shook up sunglasses. It's not dyed on the crapper ink. And I know Elvis is still alive, right? Wink.
Yeah.
What year did Elvis die there, Greg? Do you know?
Oh, no, I don't know.
1977. All right.
Okay.
It's not
I'm old enough to have been alive then.
It's not TCB, even though Taking Care of Business would be a great name of a business, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Taking Care of Business. Hound Dog Productions? No. Anybody?
It's something there close, but I'm not going to say what it
easily
is that was
Googleable.
close.
It's 3 names. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What do the Los Angeles Rams and a white noise machine have in common?
What?
They both make artificial fan sounds.
Oh, man. Oh, that's a dig.
Yeah.
Alexa, why would you do that? You know they don't tell that joke there.
I can't answer that.
Alexa,
but check
stop.
the history.
Jeez. I wish you could just
There
say
are some
shut
people
up.
who've said there's some people who've said some stuff that is not the exact words that you said. So I
Right.
don't know if you want to.
What are they saying? Because if I give the answer, it's... no. I mean, no.
Here we go. I think we got one.
We did?
I think we got one.
All right.
Yeah.
And the
so
winner
possibly
is
Lee Kaiser, the Elvis Presley Company.
Nope. No way. Oh,
Nope.
No. It's not what I'm looking for.
Nope. No, I thought it was close.
Didn't I tell you what it was?
Yeah, it's that last word I'm trying to remember, but I can't see that word.
Oh, okay. How about this? Just so it won't drag on forever, I will say the name of the company, and then the first person to chat it will win. How about that?
Okay.
The answer is Elvis Presley Enterprises. All right, now we just wait for the first person to parrot that back, and then you'll win. And that person is Greg?
Looking.
Oh, I think maybe Mike Kinney? Am I wrong? Mike Kinney?
No, I haven't got that.
Is it not?
There we go.
Mike Kinney?
First one was Elvis Presley Enterprise. Mike Kinney, yes.
Yeah.
Caught up in Australia.
All
The
right.
internet's slow here. It takes time.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. We're dealing with Australia. Okay. All right. Yeah. Congratulations, Mike Kinney. You won. And of course, I will go back. If anybody said it before then we'll go back. So I have tons, and I mean tons of awesome videos and more prizes later on. But I have a video from Ken Compton from Upper Deck Media, and he was in the area and he wanted to meet up, and I was too busy, and I wasn't trying to blow him off or anything, but I was just too busy, and so he put this together after that. I think it's hilarious. It's called Raz Power from Upper Deck Media. Enjoy.
Good evening, this is Ken from Upper Deck Media. I recently took a 10-hour drive down to Tennessee. While I was there, I thought I'd meet up with the great Ken Heron. I know he's busy, but we got in touch, and turns out he had no time for Upper Deck Media. But I was able to see some of the sights that he's filmed. Here I am looking at the famous Bat Building. We could have flown some drones there, but no. There I am looking at Titan Stadium. We could have flown drones there, but no. There I'm looking at that restaurant that's suspended out in midair. We could have filmed something there, but no. Here's a picture of a park that was nearby where I stayed. Probably about the same time I took this, Ken was in a park with Kelly Green shooting a video for a product that he'd already shot it before. It's good to know that a rerun video is more important than Upper Deck Media. But luckily, I brought along with me my portable copy of Razzmatazz. It just made me feel better. It's okay, Ken Heron. One of these days, we'll fly together. Until then, I'll just bathe in the Razzmatazz.
Isn't that great?
That's awesome.
He brought his own portable version, the home version of Razzmatazz. That's awesome.
If we had enough time, we could have got you to take out the green and put me and swim in the Raz today.
Yeah, right. But, he did mention that I was busy that day filming a video with Kelly Green, and that's true. I was filming the last video I did with the FT Aviator. And I do apologize, Ken, but, I had to do that second video with the FT Aviator. In fact, I'm using the FT Aviator right now to help out with the show. So I think what we have to do.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Ken? Is that my internet?
Hello? What happened?
Hello, is that my internet, or is that what happened?
I disconnected the FT Aviator and everything is okay. I'm a stinker. I'm a stinker is what I am.
Well, we saw that video before of what happened last time you plugged in a joystick. Do I feel a...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's still dents in the wall from the last one. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry about that. Sorry, fans.
Do you know
of the
what?
FGA
Just
video.
before that happened, it was so funny. The chat was frozen and it was going up and down.
It was,
And I
wasn't
was
it? Yeah.
thinking, oh no, what's going on?
I just unplugged the thing and it's fine. All you have to do is remove that. It just complicates things. All right, so let's start with a video from Richard Eccles. He says, "Hey Ken, I attended the Blackpool Car Show, which was on August 4th. I'll just go ahead and start showing that right now. There's some cool footage right here. I managed to get some photo and video footage with my drone. The event is held on the comedy carpet in front of the world-famous Blackpool Tower. And despite the weather, the event proved to be popular. The tower stands 519 feet tall and is located on the seafront at Blackpool in the UK. Thanks for playing it, Richard Eccles." That looks like a fun place to be.
Is that concrete that the cars are driving on? It almost looks like sand.
Yeah, it's a similar
concrete
color,
color.
but yeah, it is concrete.
Yeah.
And then there's that tower thing. The UK has such cool stuff.
So does Sydney.
Yeah, I bet if I had a
Get your
passport. I know. Yeah, I know. Thank you for sending that in, Richard. I've got a lot of
That
videos,
is cool.
so let's just go ahead and blow through some of this. This is really good stuff. Thanks everybody for sending it in. All right, so this is a dam in Japan. And this is from a guy named Craig Pickles. Isn't that an awesome name? Craig Pickles? You might know him as AZ USA. He goes by AZ Arizona USA on his channel. That's his channel name. And I
Okay.
told him, change that channel name to Greg frickin' Pickles. Wouldn't you want to subscribe to a Pickles channel? Greg Pickles.
It would preserve the footage.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. He says, "Hey Ken, getting around to posting my Japan trip videos. This is, oh no. Oh, a Japanese name. I'll give it a go. Aguchi? That sounds right. Aguchi Dam.
Hey, it's
Sure.
only about 100 degrees out here in Phoenix right now. Guess it's a good thing I got the pool back here. Hey, I'm finally getting around to my videos from my Japan trip. This first clip is of the Aguchi Dam, which unfortunately is the only drone footage I caught when I was there.
Yeah, I had it right. The Aguchi Dam. And that was Mr. Pickles himself. So he says in his email, it is his understanding that it's no longer drone friendly. And there's actually a drone ban sign on it. So this might be some of the last footage ever taken with a drone. Legally. Damn.
Damn indeed. But I noticed there's a heliport there, so I'm just imagining a helicopter coming in and landing in this water catchment area, and it's spewing out its fuel and exhaust.
I think I might have landed the drone right on the H.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
Just for fun. Hey, Dan, Drone Worship. Hey, man, thank you so much. Super chat, $5 super chat. Can't believe my original count is still blocked on here. I didn't block you, man. Maybe, I don't know. Moderators, go easy on blocking people. I appreciate you moderators, by the way. What were you going to say, Greg?
I was just reading the same thing, reading that super chat.
Okay. Yeah, Dan just had surgery. And
he did.
And
his McNuggets.
Is that right? Are we allowed to what was it?
Well, that's what he said. He said he was getting his McNuggets taken care of.
What does that even mean? I mean, that could be anything. What does that
if
mean?
you need to ask.
No. But I'm glad your nuggets are okay. As long as there's no barbecue sauce, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Good. Quentin Thompson. Damn, that's a cool dam, he says. And damn, thanks for the damn money. Appreciate it. And Jason Blanton, $5 super chat. High five, Ken. How was Alabama? Alabama was really good. It was super hot. That's the next video I'm editing. Me and Oscar went back into the abandoned Caraway Hospital campus. And I thought we'd seen everything. Yeah, I thought we'd seen everything, but we didn't. We went in there. And I even hired a, what do you call it? A copper pirate. You know, the people that go in and steal the precious metals from the building. I hired them to watch my car while we were inside. Yeah, I hired a dude to watch my car while we were inside. They did a good job.
Were there any ghosts?
My rims in the car were gone when we got out, but no, man, I don't go into these places thinking there's ghosts. Come on, I go for the history.
I thought you found them last time.
I accidentally.
Or was that another place?
I accidentally recorded something that might have been considered an EVP by some people who believe in that kind of thing. Yeah. Now, I can certainly freak myself out and wouldn't go into these dark places by myself, but that doesn't mean I believe that Casper is going to come out and... Anyway. So, you want to see a fort in Holland? Yeah, you do. This is from... Oh, no. Now, I cannot pronounce names with umlauts. His name... And he's got two vowels next to each other. His name is... urine or urine, not urine. It's J-E... Greg, you're a man of the world. How do you say Jeroen?
Jeroen.
Is that right, Jeroen? Okay, Jeroen. Yeah. And his last name is Z-U-U-U-U-U-U-R. Okay, I may have added a few U's, but anyway, here's his video. It's really cool. Look at that thing. It says, hey, Ken, this video is about Fort Vetchen. It was built in 1869 and was part of the new Dutch water line. This was a way to defend Holland as parts of the land were flooded. Do you want me to read the email or no?
Oh, sorry. It looked exactly like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, the City Skyline, a computer game. And this looks exactly like some stuff that I've seen people building in that.
It does.
It looks awesome.
I was built as
back to you, Ken.
It's all right. Now I know what it feels like to be interrupted, right? This was a way to defend Holland as parts of the land were flooded to prevent enemies from invading. Fort Vetchen was built to defend the part of land that could not be flooded. And remember, he says that airplanes did not exist back then. Have a nice TNL show, and then that name that I can't say. And he's from the Netherlands. What a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
Thanks for sending that in. Gorgeous. Man. All right. Now, you know our buddy Art Carlson?
Yeah.
Art, such a great guy. He's in Colorado. And he and I have something in common. And I'm going to show that something in common. That thing is that we are both donators of blood. Do you donate blood, Greg?
No.
Why?
I did when I was younger.
Oh,
and I ended up passing out too much.
There's some medical reason why you can't, right?
I just ended up passing out too much when I was younger. I did it when I was younger.
Yeah, okay. And you haven't tried in 20 years, right?
Yeah.
Somebody always has in their hip pocket, I'm a hemophiliac. I don't know. I was out of the country for a while. I can't do it. Sorry, I'd love to, but man, I can't. The doctor said back when I was a baby that something blibbity. Look, give blood. It's so important. So important. And blood banks are always low. That said, if you give blood, you'll go to heaven. And isn't that important?
And get a cookie.
And you'll get a cookie. That's right. That's kind of the theme of this video. So Art Carlson wrote, hey, Ken, love your Phlebotomizer 5000 video in TNL. I have a video of me donating blood and explaining my drone to a hematologist tech. Oh, and I brought my Ken stress relief doll with me. Your bud, Art. So let's check this out from Art Carlson.
Hello, folks. I'm here at Vitalact. I'm here to donate some blood today. And I brought with me my little Ken Heron squeeze-em-a-bob so that I could squeeze while they're taking blood out of me. So, it's very important to donate blood. You'll save a life down the road. I am A positive.
A positive.
Cool. Turn that around so Ken can see outside.
How's Ken doing?
Oh, he's doing pretty good. Gotta do this while they get ready to bandage me up. There you have it. Just finished completing my donation. I want to thank Ken Heron and my Ken doll here. He's been instrumental in my donation. Now for the fun part. I get a cookie. And I got my soda here, so that's the good thing about donation. Plus you're saving lives too. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Very
Bye-bye.
good. Very good. That's one of the most selfless things you can do is give blood. In fact, years ago, I gave blood so often that they gave me a gallon mug. Like I gave a gallon.
I was waiting for them to go and run a line into the doll.
Oh, right. Yeah, that would have been funny. So when Art sent me that, I thought, how fortunate, because about 5 months ago, I film everything, but I don't post everything I film. I filmed myself at a bloodmobile. And I thought, what a great opportunity to finally use that video to let everybody know to please donate blood, like Art was doing. So I edited it together, and now here's my version of me giving blood, which I will warn people, there is needle play. So enjoy this.
Oh, serious.
Yeah.
I'm about to be phlebotomized. That's the proper word, right? They're nodding their heads. Brandy, you ready? You ready? Brandy's first time. And she's only doing it because I shamed her into doing it. Right? You wouldn't have done this on your own?
No, I wouldn't have.
Why not? It's the right thing to do.
I know it is, but I don't like needles.
They're gonna put a hole right in there, and it's gonna go
stop.
right down to your bone marrow.
Ken.
Right down to the marrow?
Stop.
No.
Oh my gosh, Ken.
It's a truly painless process. They know what they're doing. You'll be surprised. When you give blood, you'll be like, oh, is that it? I'm so confident the needle won't hurt Brandy that if she says it hurts, I'll give her $10. Wait, that's not gonna work because she'll do it anyway. Oh, I didn't know the needle was that long.
Ken?
I can't watch this.
You don't have to. It doesn't show it that time.
Good.
It's done just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah, no big deal. I'm here in the Lifeline Blood Services Bloodmobile with Melissa, the phlebotomist. She's gonna put a needle in my arm and drain blood out. And you should do this as well because blood is always needed. And if you happen to be O negative like me, then you're a real superstar, right?
Yes.
And that means I can help babies, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Come to the center on Mondays, right?
Babies can get my blood. You gonna stab my lyrics to Radio Gaga by Queen?
Yes, absolutely.
You're using the non-ouchie needle, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. I've given blood so many times, I'm actually scarred from how many needles have gone in there. I don't know if you can see it. You see? It's fun to give blood because you know you're helping people. And I don't have any children, so just knowing that a little bit of me is traveling around with a little bit of a bunch of strangers, that's a good legacy. Do we get cookies?
You can.
Ah, cookies! If you're squeamish about needles, turn away now.
Here we go. Watch, it squirts out, watch.
Can you see?
And I made a noise. Oh! Did you see it? 720p is probably not good enough.
There it goes. Oh, that's cool.
Here we go. One more time. Watch this.
It feels like someone pinches you. That's it. Just a pinch.
Just a small pinch.
That's it. It's no big deal.
Man, you are off and running. Now if you'll just give it a gradual squeeze and turn it every now and then,
All right.
we'll be good.
And you get a cookie at the end. A cookie.
Greg, you okay? You turning green like your screen back there? Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I can see Greg while the videos are playing, and he's like, are you all right? All right. Give blood.
I'm fine.
And if you're O negative like me, you're the universal donor. That's what it means. Everybody can get your blood, but only you can get O negative. You know what we probably need after that? We probably need to step into the Raz chamber and just do a little bit of Razzmatazz to get centered once again, because Greg, he looks like he's getting a little squeamish. So let's go ahead and step into the blue and purple goo. There are no needles in here. Everything is all right. Yes. The Raz loves you like your mother. It's your womb away from home. Gives you
lots of little bubbles.
Gives you a wet purple hug. And isn't that what we all need? The Raz.
That sounds like blood flowing through a pipe.
See, you had to go ahead and ruin it. we're all getting in the zone, and you went ahead and ruined it. Let's see. Oh, all right. I have a couple just quick survey questions I want to throw in the chat. I do go back and I read every single chat later. I can't do it while the show's running because camera 2. Because the show's pretty complicated, and I gotta push all the things, and there's so much. And anyway, so I go back later and I watch. So one of the questions I want to know is, do you think schools should teach cursive writing? Because Brandy's kids are not being taught cursive in the schools anymore. Is that what they're doing in Australia? How the kids? And then here's the thing: there was her son, Xander, needed to sign something, but he didn't know cursive. Like, so what?
Just printing in block letters your signature.
Yeah, and I know there's some, it's unfathomable that they wouldn't continue to teach cursive. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, even at my age, when I look back at my parents, she kept her book with her handwriting in it from when she was at school, and even her grandmother's book. And I look at that and I think even our cursive writing is nothing like what theirs was years ago.
Oh, no.
It looked like an art form.
It was calligraphy. They took pride in it because they had nothing else. You know, their letter writing was an art. You know,
You've made me big, Ken.
Yeah, what?
You've made me big.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, it looks fine on this end, but I'll go ahead and fix you. I know Greg's a little ADHD about stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't know. But yeah, letters aren't the same anymore. You know, like from wartime. You know, you look back in the Civil War. Let me try to get all the letters back then were like, "Dearest Ermengarde, whilst I sit here, my heart is heavy, missing you, sitting on the front, waiting for your love to float to me like a feather."
The words even sound like they're flowing.
I really wish there was penicillin. You know, but like today, you know, love letters or whatever, they're like, "Hey y'all, shot dude in the head here. It's great, honey. I miss you. Can't wait to get home. Yeehaw." Whatever.
Well, that's American love letters anyway.
That's true. All right. So let's check the mailbag.
Captain, incoming message.
Mail call. Gather around, everyone. There's a letter in your mailbox. Time for mail call.
Yeah. All right. I did get some mail. If you would like to send me some mail, you can do that here. Ken Heron, 215 Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, 38344. Please don't send me candy. The candy exchange program is canceled. I'm trying to slim down. I still have...
If you got any left over, I'll pay for the shipping.
Okay. So I got a postcard, and that postcard has a pigeon on it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And this is from Kelly and Don Coulter. They're always sending me cool things. Says, Ken, had to send this to you. Found this image and some postcards. Ha. Someday we will make it to Tennessee. Would love to meet up and hang out, fly drones, and eat pigeon jerky. Chill to Razzmatazz. Have a fabulous summer. Thank you so much. Not many people send postcards anymore. My mom still sends me some, but thank you for that. I got this today.
Sends you postcards. You don't send her any?
I don't. But
You need to send your mum a postcard.
Yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
Yeah.
It's kind of
from
one
Australia.
Way. Yeah. My mom still cuts out parts of the newspaper and sends it to me. Like if there's a story about a drone, I'll just get an envelope. Nothing in there. Nothing else. Just the article. Mom, can you take a picture? I love that she's doing that. And it's awesome that she had cut it out and put it in an envelope and licked it. That's love right there. That's a mother's love. But still, as far as convenience is concerned, I'm like, just take a picture of a name, text it to me. But
Or I'm lying down, cuddling up to my beautiful wife, and I get a phone call from Mum. Watch the TV now. There's a drone on the TV.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's love, man. So I got this from Jackie Maxwell. And I didn't get it in time to include it in this show. But it came with a letter. It says, YouTube Great Yellow Flowers, Requiem and... it's just listing what's on. Okay. It's not really a letter. It's okay. And then I go in here, and I'm like, what is this? And then there's 2 USB drives. So I guess they're sending me video in the snail mail. That's cool. So I'll check this out. Hopefully it's not a virus that will kill my computer, and I will edit it together and share it next week. Thank you very much, Jackie, for sending that.
Cool.
Now I got one more thing, and this was a complete mystery. I did not know what the heck this was. I get a big, and this is from Australia, I think. It's a rubber bag. I think it's for fishing.
What's it say on it? What's it say on the front?
It says Night Cliff Tigers. You know where that is? Night Cliff
no,
Tigers.
but I'll search.
So then I was like, okay, thanks for that yellow backpack bag thing. It's waterproof. Then I go inside, and there's hats that say the same thing. Night Cliff Tigers Fishing Club. Yes, okay. Thank you. I guess one for me and one for maybe Kelly. And then deeper in the bag is
the
answer. A letter. And it says, Dear Ken, here's some promotional gear I thought you might like to use. Love your show. Keep up the great work. Kind regards, Ashley Kendre. Yes, Perth, Western Australia. So it's from Perth. So they sent this all the way from Australia.
You realize a bag that big has probably cost like $200 to send or
Right,
something.
that's what I was thinking. It came in
so expensive from here.
It really is. So thank you very much for, you don't have to use this for fish. I can put like a drone in here if it's raining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that will protect it. That's
Camera
really
gear.
cool. Yeah, that's really awesome. Thank you so much. You people are so thoughtful. It really means a lot to me. I'm getting choked up. Wait a second. Greg, you
hang on. Where's the music? You've got to have the music for the choked up music.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Where's my choked up music? Where is it? We're losing the moment. Oh, here we go. I just wanted to tell you, it really touched me deeply. I'll be over here.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to send anything to Ken Heron to see if you can choke him up, send it to Baker Road, Huntington, Tennessee, and I can't remember the street number.
That's all right. You know, I bet it's such a small town. You put my name on it and nothing else, and it'll come to me. In fact, why don't you try that? Just put Ken Heron, Huntington, Tennessee. See if it gets here.
See if it comes in. Yeah.
Yeah. Then why not? Okay. So I do have to
postcard.
Yeah, send me a postcard. All right, let's get right back into the drone videos. And I got a really good one. This is from Paul Davis. He says, I watch TNL on the telly. And he says, I got to tell you, I was truly impressed with those lungs last night, August 1st. Fun show. Love the music contest. Oh, me and Kelly were doing the 1 second song, and I sang that 30-second long note. I really injured myself, but it was fun. So this is the longest suspension bridge in the United States. This is from Paul Davis. He says, here's a bridge vid that you'll like. Finished in 1964, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge is the longest suspension bridge in the United States. It spans over 2.5 miles over the lower New York Bay, connecting Brooklyn with Staten Island. There are many other bridges that are taller, but this one is 693 feet high, and it looks high enough for me. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Paul Davis. That's cool.
What are your regulations about, like, getting so close to motor vehicles in the US?
It looks close, but he really wasn't that close.
Yeah.
You can't fly over people or cars, and that is pretty subjective because, you know, unless you're directly over them, you're like, I wasn't directly over him, officer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Greg, CASA, what does that stand for in Australia? The CASA?
Civil Aviation Safety Authority.
Okay. Have you seen their commercials?
Some of them. I haven't. Is this a new one?
I don't know, but you may have seen it. This is titled Rules Apply When You Fly, and I think this is for kids.
I've seen it.
Oh, you know the title? Okay, so here it is.
Rules apply when you fly.
This is for kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think it's a cool video, and I think it explains it in simple, clear terms.
Right. Alexa,
but
how many
interesting-
feet is 120 meters?
Yeah,
120
398, I
meters is
think,
about
is
390
120
feet.
meters.
You just talked over Alexa, Greg. Oh, man. So how many feet is it?
I think it's like 398 or something silly.
Okay, so it's close to 400 feet.
400.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting? In that picture, you can actually see the tall building and the drone down next to it. And in Australia, even if you're next to a building, it's still above ground level, not above the nearest building that you're flying over.
Oh, is that right?
You can't do it. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty restrictive.
Yeah.
Speaking of Australia, isn't it time to play a game?
It could be.
I think it might be. Time to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to play Stump the Yank.
Yeah. Let's play Stump the Yank. This is a game that Greg plays on his channel, Oz by Drone. There's a link in the description if you would like to subscribe to Greg. I know some of you ladies watching are infatuated by the sexy way that his headphones accentuate his head. I mean, that is a perfect circle. All right, how do we play Stump the Yank?
So who's going to be playing? Is it going to be you or people in the chat room, or?
I don't know. How does it work?
Normally I have it with a guest on my show, and we ask a question, something about Australia, and just have a bit of fun with Australian trivia.
All right. Well, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't done a viewer visit.
Let's stump the viewer.
Okay, let's bring in a viewer visit. If you would like to be a viewer visit tonight, go ahead and put your Skype username in the chat, and Greg will pick someone. Then we'll bring you in. The show will blow up, and everything will be good. While we do that, I'm gonna play a crash video, and this is pretty interesting. It's a spark that crashes. This is from Wayne Mays. He says, "Hey Ken, I've been watching your videos for a while, and I have to say they're awesome. I'm new to the hobby, and I've learned a lot about drones from them. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my Part 107 soon, but I thought I'd share my first major crash with you. It crashed on July 4th, and my poor DJI Spark had to stay on top of the water tower for 4 days until I could get someone brave enough to climb up there and get it. Luckily, it survived, even with a little bit of rain. Keep up the awesome videos." So what we're going to see here is, and it's heartbreaking to watch because you know it's going to crash. And then it stayed up there, slowly draining its batteries until it was retrieved. So here is that video right now. It's a sad tale of the end of a Spark. For 4 days anyway. A little 4-day vacation. And when you first get your drone, don't you always film the local water tower? Isn't that what you do? Yeah, it is. No!
That's why it's got a hole in the water tower.
Yeah. Oh. And now let's just have a moment of silence for Sparky.
Yeah.
That's long enough.
Poor little thing.
All right. Thank you, Wayne, for sending that in. And now Greg has picked someone. And who is that person?
I put it in the chat. TBP205 is the Skype username. Video 80634 is his.
All right. Tell me what I'm typing into Skype to get them.
TBP205.
It's a heck of a name. Your mama named you that? Nothing. There's nothing in there.
Nothing?
Nope.
Well,
pick someone with an actual username. Now, I'm talking about a Skype username, not Hangouts, not InstaFace or whatever.
Looking up.
Anybody. Let's play the intro.
What's on your mind? We'd really like to hear.
So we'll talk to you, and you'll get to play a game.
Joe Cassieri is saying, "Pick me, Greg."
I think
what's your Skype username?
Joe's been on before.
Okay.
So
what else we got? Anubis Art said, "Pick me."
Okay, Anubis Arts. What's the username? Don't say "pick me." Just put in your. Oh. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna just pick someone. Let's see if this is a person. I know this is entertaining, isn't it? Oh, see, now I picked someone that has 30 different ones. Sorry, not you. No. I need a unique Skype username. And if
Tim is posting a username KC8TZI.
Oh, I see.
Assume that's a Skype username.
Or that's his ham radio calls.
One or the other.
All right, I'll give it a shot. If this doesn't work, then we're just going to go ahead and pick somebody at random. Oh, okay. It came up. Let's see if we can bring them in. All right, this is Tim. Waiting on Tim.
Yeah.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
Some say zombies get smarter with every brain they eat. Just some food for thought.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Alexa. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks. It's good to be appreciated.
You know, she never says I love you too. It's always the response. Like if you're in a relationship and you say I love you first and they don't, that's what they say. They say, it's good to be loved. They don't say I love you too. They say, oh, that's good. I'm glad you care about me.
Yeah.
So, doesn't look like Tim wants to join us.
Someone?
Nope.
No.
We don't.
I'll let you go
Tim.
and pick someone else and get them on the line. I'll give you one more joke while you're going and finding someone.
You
How's
want
that?
to? All right. I just feel like we're derailing the show. I was trying to keep it under 4 hours, but all right. All right.
Okay.
Who? Pick somebody.
Bad Bosco 15. Oh, that's Art Cove.
That's Art. He can't win.
He can't win. He's been on
He's
before.
already a winner.
He is.
Okay. Let's pick. All right. One more.
TBP 205.
Yeah.
He says I'm on. That was video 80. Yeah, but you tried that before and it didn't work.
I'll try one more time.
Skype.
One more time. I believe his name's Todd. Let's bring Todd in. Waiting on Todd. This is great music, isn't it?
It is. I feel like I'm in an elevator in
Poughkeepsie.
In the Blues Brothers.
Ah.
You know, remember that scene in the Blues Brothers? They're going up and it is.
So somehow a dog figured out how to use Skype.
Poughkeepsie. Yeah.
Blues Brothers.
Hey guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hole in time and space.
Yeah, please mute the stream because it's lagging and it's.
Somehow a dog figured out how to use Skype.
Hold up.
Please mute it or stop it or something just for now. You can rejoin it later. You're not going to be able to watch yourself.
Here.
You got it?
How's that?
You there?
I'm here.
Hey, man, welcome to the show.
Hey, man.
All right. Now, talk to Greg while I figure out how to bring you in here.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Greg,
where are you from?
Australia.
Where are you from?
I am from Greeley, Colorado.
Colorado.
About
Okay.
60 miles north of Denver.
We don't see you, so go ahead and turn that camera on.
Well, let's see. I've never used the camera.
Oh, no. Another one. Oh. This is not a visually spectacular show. Greg, any suggestions? You're the guy I go to for these problems.
Well, if he can't turn it on, he can't turn it on.
All right.
There's a little button
usually
thing that
normally,
looks like a camera.
We're teaching Skype over my show here. Okay. Well, hey, thank you very much for watching the show. Thanks for being part of the community. What kind of drone do you have?
I have two drones. I have a Mavic 1 and I have an Inspire 1 Pro.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And which one's your favorite?
The Inspire.
Of course. Of course. All right. So you're going to play Stump the Yank. And here's Greg to tell you how it works.
It's just some Aussie trivia questions, and the first few are going to be just multiple choice. I don't know if you've heard of Banjo Patterson. He is a famous Australian, and he wrote the song Waltzing Matilda. So there we go. We've even got a picture. So in that particular song, Waltzing Matilda, who is Matilda? Is it a sheep, a swag, a kangaroo, or a gum tree?
I'm going to go the easy way. It's got to be a kangaroo.
No. Have you got a buzzer, Ken?
I don't. You're the buzzer.
It's a swag. We don't have the swag. It's a swag. And what is a swag, Ken? Do you know that one? Can we stump you as well?
Oh, a swag is a slang term for prizes that you win from radio stations and game shows. That's swag. I'm giving away some swag tonight, in fact.
Swag is like a sleeping bag, a roll-up sleeping thing that you carry around in the bush. Okay, question 2.
Yeah.
Question 2.
Right.
So we've got one down so far. Question 2. In what year did Vegemite appear on the Australian supermarket shelves? 1954, 1923, 1915, or 1935? A, B, C, or D?
1915.
1915. Close, but not quite. 1923.
Oh, man.
So that's 2 down. But it's all right. If you get the last question, you'll win anyway.
Why don't you ask him an easy question like, a koala is A, a duck, B, a snake, or C, a bear?
It's not even a bear. Okay, what's the national flower of Australia? Is it a banksia, a waratah, a golden wattle, or blue gum?
The last one, the blue what?
Blue gum, no. Golden wattle, 3 for 3, striking out.
Greg!
Struck out.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, you're going to get a consolation prize of something that is within 10 feet of Greg. So, Greg, just grab anything that's within 10 feet of you, and we'll give it to this guy.
I've got a can of Monster Juice.
Hey! How do you feel about that, man?
Drink Monster all the time.
I tell you what, I'll give you eyeballs and a decal prize pack. How about that?
Sweet.
Awesome.
Can I give you one last fun one?
Sure,
Promise
yeah.
this one you'll like.
Okay.
What is a quandong? What is a quandong?
That's a movie that you have to be 18 to rent. Hey, come on. Thank you. I'm out. Good night. All right. See you later. Bye now.
Okay. Is it A, fruit? B, the slang name of an early Aboriginal marital aid? Is it C, the name of an Aussie patchwork quilt? Or D, the name of an Australian brand of car?
Oh.
B.
No, it's a fruit.
Oh, man. Wait, it's a fruit?
It's a fruit.
So you're going to...
That was my second guess.
Okay, all right. There's a whole host of one-liners going through my head that I can't say, that I won't say. But
yeah,
for those that can read my mind, it's hilarious. Hey,
we got it.
We got it. Thank you so much for watching the show and supporting the channel, sir.
Hey, no problem. I watch you about every Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have a great night, my friend.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And bye to you. He was a nice guy. We got to figure out
and flying and inspire.
Yeah, right. We got to figure out an easier way.
I wonder what it is he uses the Inspire for. If you know what type of work he does with it. We should have asked him.
Oh, and by the way, our guest, and I forgot to mention this. Remember Kip Johnston, the Frisbee golf guy?
Yep.
He owns a GoPro Karma. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
So now there's two
Kelly
people.
Green,
Yeah. So I got an email from Daniel Stover. You've seen him in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, can the FAA and several aviation safety groups, such as AOPA, put on, most of the time free, seminars across the United States each year for pilots that are the FAA Wings program? It provides continuing education toward your certification renewal. Even before I earned my pilot's license, I was going to the seminars just for education purposes. Now I'm going to put, there's a link in the description, but if you're in the United States and you want to continue your education with the FAA, these seminars are available to you. Daniel says, I believe that these seminars, even though it would not help your 107 certification, would be good to encourage drone pilots to attend and to learn more about the aviation community and how drone pilots interact with other aviation. I think it would be well received by your TNL audience, and by Daniel Stover. So thank you very much for pointing that in our direction. There's the link in the description if you're interested in that. And knowledge is power, as they say.
You know, they're changing our drone regulations. They were going to be enforced now and everyone having to register. But that's been delayed, I think, till November. So for those Aussies here, it's okay. You don't have to pay money yet.
Okay. Greg, have you been to the Philippines?
Yes, and in fact, one of the videos you played before was from the Philippines.
Yep, I'm about to play another one. This is
Okay.
from Michael Clark. He says, hey, Ken, the family and I just got back from our trip to the Philippines. I'm going to play this while I read the rest of this. It's a beautiful place. Said, I took my Mavic Pro and I got to fly a few places and thought I'd share with you. It was a hurried flight. We literally had about 10 minutes before the guide said we had to get back to the Jeep, and rain was closing in on us. So no time to figure out my shots, just up and go. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Love the color of the water.
Turquoise. He says the second location was a World War II memorial that was pretty neat. Wasn't sure if drones were okay there, but I decided to fly my first and ask for forgiveness later. That's all right, policy, I guess. Says, even though I've always rejected your pinch procedure, I found I had to use it on one orbit and a third location, and I think you may have something there. Anyway, good to be back home, and hope all is going well with you. Thanks, Michael Clark. So
Very nice.
Have you been there, Greg?
I've been to the Philippines. I haven't been to this particular location. There's a place that's close to some relatives there called Tagaytay. And I wanted to fly there. I had the drone with me, but the weather just wasn't playing ball, which is kind of, that happens in the Philippines. But it's like you've got a volcano on an island which has a lake in it, which has another island in the middle of the lake. It's, like a babushka doll. Really cool place. But this looks absolutely incredible.
What a perfect location for aerial photography. That's amazing. Thank you very much for sending that in, Michael Clark.
And it's a lot easier to fly in the Philippines now. I can see that AZ USA is saying, I thought the Philippines was confiscating drones. They were in the past, but if anyone is flying to the Philippines, they're a lot more friendly now. They won't confiscate. They'll just shoot it out of the sky. No, they won't.
Now, who said that? AZ, what was it? Who was it?
AZ USA.
Oh, you mean Greg Pickles? Come on, man. You got to change your channel name. Change your channel name to Greg Pickles. If you change your channel name to Greg Pickles, I promise I will promote Greg Pickles' channel. I've already done it. People are looking for Greg Pickles and they're not finding it. AZ USA. Only people in Arizona really know the abbreviation of Arizona.
And then you got to start putting up cooking videos. I can pickle this, I can pickle that. And I'm sure you've heard that before.
Right. I'm sure he finds himself in a pickle quite often.
Yes.
So now, people have been asking about Dana. Dana is in a band called Diamond Rio, and lately he's been on tour just constantly. And he's based in Nashville. He lives in Nashville, but a lot of times he and the band get on the bus. They're on a bus, and they go out to the Midwest, and it takes some days to get there. So he has to leave like on Wednesday or Thursday, so he's never here. But he wanted me to tell everybody hello. And I went and I found a little short clip of me and Dana using this app where you kind of lip sync funny clips. And I'll share this one with you. It's very short. It's me and Dana. Enjoy this.
You mean shrinkage? Yes! Significant shrinkage.
So I think that app is called Dub Smash.
Yeah, my daughter was using that a while back.
Yeah, it's not as popular anymore, but I think people still have it. Let's watch that one more time.
You mean shrinkage? Yes! Significant shrinkage.
You have to practice that over and over again. How would you like to see a near miss that happened just right down the road, or down there, around there like that?
Sure.
That's how people give directions here in West Tennessee. Let me see if I can get some. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can get. So if I'm outside checking the mail, people drive up and they need directions, and they just ask somebody that lives here forever, hey, if I say, hey, do you know where the so and so? Yeah, where's the post office? They go, well, I'll tell you what, you go down there, around there, then you go around there where that thing used to be. Now, there's a dead cow there. Dead cow still there. Could be the bones. Make a left at the bone. You go after where the old schoolhouse was. Now, the old schoolhouse could have been painted yellow, and you might not think it's a schoolhouse, but it's still there. Make a right there. You go around there, right there, till you know Trish's trailer. Trish's trailer, I tell you what, Trish, she may have moved that thing. It doesn't have wheels on it, but from time to time, she'll try to move that thing. So anyway, then right there on the right, you make a left around there over a line like that, and then there you are at the post office. Thank you.
And that's why he hasn't applied for a passport yet.
Yeah, because it's so awesome right here. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and see this near miss. And I actually had a similar near miss years ago. But this is the Carroll County. This is the actual name of the lake. This is a man-made lake. And the name of the lake is the Carroll County 1,000-acre recreational lake. That's the whole name of it. They could have called it Carroll Lake. They could have called it the 1,000-acre lake, but no. So do you see what's about to happen?
Yippers. I think so.
Uh-huh. But they don't. Oh my God. Right? Here it is again. Woo, man.
Oh, that was close.
That kind of thing happens, and by the time you're past it and you're safe again, you're just starting to react. Yeah. Thanks for sending that in. So, wow. What else do we need to get to today? Oh my goodness. By the way, one of the best viewer videos of the week ever. It's amazing. It's a little unusual, but you're going to love it. But first, I have to let you know about Loom Cube. Our buddies at Loom Cube, one of the best companies ever. Let me see if I can click. Where's that banner? I need to click the banner. Oh, here it is. Click, click. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It looks so real. It looks like I'm holding it. So this is Loom Cube, their banner. Now, they just put out the product. What is the name of the product there? You know what it is. It's called the strobe. You put this on your drone, and you can have the flying at night. But the other product that they have now, they have accessories for the Loom Cube Air. And they just recently sent me the Loom Cube Air. This little thing is so cool. It's waterproof. It's got different levels of brightness on it. It's magnetic. It goes anywhere. And here's their website. They have new accessories for the Loom Cube Air available right now. And that little shroud over there, that's magnetic. So you can attach like the little barn doors, the diffusers, all that kind of stuff. I have some
and
right here.
If you really want to get creative, you get a hula hoop and you can make yourself a ring camera. You know, these YouTubers making them the ring cameras. You could make one of them.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You can do just about anything. It's very handy to have Loom Cubes. They're so small and so easy to work with. They have a 1/4-20 screw on the bottom, the magnet on the back. Now, I'm going to make my picture a little bit bigger so you can see. This is the actual size of it right here. But if you want to put some of the accessories on, it has this shroud thing that goes on very easily. And this shroud has magnets. And so if I wanted to put like a green filter on here, it just magnets right on there. And it's a green filter. And they have all kinds of filters. There's filter packs, a diffuser pack. There's just one of the diffusers. If you want to do a makeup tutorial, whatever. So if you use the link that's in my description, 15% off, my friends, and you help the channel. So use that link, and that's 15% off anything. The strobe, the Loom Cube Air. Loom Cube, man. Let me hit that graphic. Where's that? There it is. Boom. Ah, so realistic. Loom Cube. Thank you very much for sponsoring the show tonight. Appreciate it. Love you. Mean it.
How's that video coming, the Loom Cube video?
Yeah, well, there's costumes. There's testing that has to be done. There's a parody song that I'm writing. It's going to be a whole thing, so it might be another couple weeks.
Okay.
And Kelly, who is going to film it with me, it's like a 3-person shoot, so I need another helper and Kelly. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool once it's done. So what else? What else did I miss? Anything else? Played that. Did that. Well, yeah, we did that. Yeah.
My dad's ringing me, and it's his birthday, so I've just got to tell him that you're more important, Ken.
Oh no! How come you're not with your dad on his birthday?
He was taking my mum for a medical appointment earlier, so.
So wait. So you're not with your dad on your birthday, and your mom is at the doctor, and you're not with her? So you're either a horrible son or a really good friend. All right. Well, let's end the show so that he can go and do his son duties. Are they okay? Is your mom okay?
She's getting radiotherapy for cancer. So hopefully by the end of next week, that'll be the end of this round of treatment. And if all goes well, hopefully we'll have a nice all clear.
Very good. Well, fingers crossed, man. All right. Everybody shoot positive vibes over to Australia for Greg. Now, the viewer video of the week. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is the first viewer video of the week who will receive a Freewell prize pack. Congratulations. Who will it be? Well, the winner is Jim Earl. Thank you very much for sending this in. Viewer video of the week from Jim Earl. He says, "Hey, Ken, Jim Earl from West Sacramento, California here. Here's a video for you to air on TNL if you like. I was flying my Mavic Pro in the area when I saw what looked like smoke in the air. It turned out to be dust clouds. A farmer was herding goats from one area to another in the video. Watch the black herding dog. He is fast." This is awesome.
Where was this from?
West Sacramento, California. This is from Jim Earl and is the viewer video of the week. Enjoy the heck out of this. Look at that. And see that little black dog? Keeping all the goats in the herd. And if
looks like an Aussie sheepdog.
Yeah. And if one gets out of line, he just zips around. He's like, "You get back in there." Yeah. Dogs are so smart. But what a great shot from the air. Oh, it's got to be fun to be a goat dog, right?
Absolutely.
The dog's doing all the work.
Do you know what, though? I had a clip a little while ago. They've created a ground-based drone robot thing that goes and herds cows. It's absolutely hilarious to have a look at. You should look that one up.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you so much, Jim Earl. Very nice job, my friend.
Very nice.
Yeah. I like unique videos like that. Again, if you want to share anything, a video or whatever, send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. Now, I will tell you that what I usually do is I only check that out. Like it takes 2 days for me to put this show together. I work on it on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, I'm gathering up all the stories. So get that to me by Wednesday. And if I don't reply to you, don't have your feelings hurt, because if I reply to, I use the email to keep track of everything. So if I reply, I go, "Thanks for the video." Then they reply, "You're welcome." And then I think I have a new video, and it's just confusing anyway. So. But I do usually give the video a thumbs up and comment on the video. So anyway, thanks everybody. Thank you, Greg, for making time for the show.
By the way,
Yeah.
The message from my dad, it's MBN outside fiddling with the Telstra box outside my house. So I'm about to disappear anytime now.
You mean the cable company's there messing with your cable right now?
Right now.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, let's go ahead and end the show then.
We hope you enjoyed the show half as much as you would have if it had been twice as good.
Thanks to everybody. Thank you so much, Greg Kunert, Oz by Drone. Link in the description if you want to check out his channel. Kip Johnston, Frisbee golfer. Thanks for being on. I'm sure you're a good-looking dude. We'll never know, though, but your voice sounds good. Thanks, Skype. And thanks to everybody else who, I think his name was Todd, who won the Stump the Yank. We'll be back again next week. Thanks for watching. I sincerely love you guys. What a great community. Until next time,
and ta-ta. Bye.
You can't change the tagline, Greg.
I still had the bye.
All right. Bye.
The killer can process meat. Enjoy pigeon jerky, pigeon jerky, and you give your family a treat. Establish nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them grow. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky. Pigeon jerky, a killer can process meat. Yeah. That was so funny.